very wide. But mostly I can say that it is to protect life of all the people living in this country, property, to detect crime, to preserve peace. And of course, to fight against terrorism and to endeavor to defeat terrorism where possible. Of course, in the case of terrorism, it is difficult for policemen to receive information. As all police forces throughout the world, we have to work on information. In this case, it's not forthcoming. Can I compare this to a fish living in good waters? The fish can live and feed itself in good waters. Take away oxygen from it. It will have to die. It will have to come to the surface. Unfortunately, there are a minority of people who support terrorism. And because they continue to support terrorism, the terrorist can hide, survive, eat and sleep peacefully.
Maggie Thatcher says, and what do we say? Fuck Maggie Thatcher.
Where are you, mate?
She's not full of that.
Stephen,
what do you say? Who's Maggie Thatcher, like?
It started off with a riots, but who thought it would get so bad? I've seen all sorts. It made me sick. And justice? They call that justice? What hope is there for our child? So I rang the confidential telephone to give the wee lad a future.
Good evening. The special car number plate said to make British service personnel in West Germany easy targets for the IRA ought to be scrapped. It's thought the British soldier shot dead in Ostend 11 days ago was picked out by his distinctive registration plates.
Well, the Secretary of State today condemned the outrages, saying he was deeply distressed. Mr. King called on the security forces and the public to be vigilant. He urged people to come forward with information.
We have to squeeze out the evil pus that makes up that septic boil of terrorism in every way we can.
Dance to your shadow and it's good to be living, lad. Dance to your shadow and that's what the better need. Dance to your shadow and it's good to be living, lad. Dance to your shadow and that's what the better need. Horo, haradara horo, haradara horo, haradara hingi handan. Horo, haradara horo, haradara horo, haradara hingi handan. Hen, hen, haradara hen, hen, haradara hen, hen, haradara hen, haradara ho. Hen, hen, haradara hen, hen, haradara hen, hen, haradara hen, haradara ho. There are chills in the river water, pools in the river water, pools in the river and the river calls him.
It depends where I meet them and stuff like that. Usually, wherever I am at any particular time, I have a cover story. Why I'm there, I'm working, I'm on holidays, I'm in that type of situation that I'm always have a reason to be in a particular place at any time.
Paddy McIntyre, a nationalist from Donegal in the Irish Republic. In March 1978, at 19 years of age, he was condemned to 14 years imprisonment, accused of ambushing British troops. In September 1983, with 37 other militants, he escaped from Long Kesh prison. Thereafter, he has been on the run, hunted by the security forces throughout Ireland, north and south.
But what keeps you going is the support which you get on the ground. People won't open the doors. I mean, how you survive, basically, is that the people on the ground, they have to feed you, they have to clothe you, and they have to give you a bed to sleep on. And there's many people willing to do that for it. I was very surprised by how many people in Ireland was willing to do that. Now, when I talk about Ireland, I'm talking about Ireland as a whole. And, but it's rough. I mean, it's annoying that I can go back up to Donegal, walk up to my own house where I was born and reared, and call in to see the family.
Every August, the children in the nationalist districts construct huge bonfires that are set alight on August 9th at midnight to mark the anniversary of the internments of 1971.
Start.
And I was the last man of the last patrol. I was walking backwards when there was one of the lads on the other side, one of the other soldiers says, "Oh, Bob, you're going to walk into the back of the car." Quickly turned round, like, you know. He says, "What I'll do is," he says, "I'll face the rear, you face the front, get past this obstacle, and then we'll take up my normal positions." I says, "Right, I'll give us the signal." And it was just as I turned, I mean, the first thing I remember was sort of like blacking out, seeing it like a red spark in front of us, like, and quickly thinking, you know what's going on. Light travels faster than sound. That crack. By that time, I was busy wheeling over, and the very first thought I remember came to my mind was, "Oh God, it's me!" Like, you know, it's the first thing I said. I hit the deck, and I was feeling around. By this time, the soldiers had scattered. The gunman fired again, and it ricocheted off the road while I moved in. I was shaking, but I was on my feet again, and we went to the gunman's position, which was in Dermot Hill. And I had to laugh at this, as we took up defensive position where the gunman was, and in the garden next to this was an old woman and an old man, and the old woman was like sort of sitting knitting, and the old man was reading, and they were facing right where the gunman would have been, like, you know. And we shouted across. We says, "Did you say anything?" Like, "Never saw a thing." Nowhere, like, you know.
I've had an up and down, you know. We're starting to sing. We're very comfortable.
Very best, very best,
Yeah, what I do.
You're looking great.
Thanks.